Hello there. Zwanzi, if you are plotting against me, I will know. For all the systems in Zimbabwe were created by me. If you go to SADC behind my back, I will know. For all SADC leaders are paid by me. If you go to Pretoria, whatever you say, I will know. Even there, I've got my guys. If you go to the UK and you go to the USA, I will know. For hedge fund managers are rich, running billions of my money. If you go to London, the city of London itself will tell me, for the wealth of my people, they get it through me. If you go to China, I will know, for the Chinese recolonization of Africa and Zimbabwe passes through me. If you go to Russia, I can go on. The list goes on and on and on and on. But security esenyika ndini. That's what your leader told you. Clearly stating that he is a total mafia, totalitarian leader. Him himself, not just the government. Him himself. He is not only exposing himself, but he's also exposing his friends. Cyril Ramaphosa, SADC, UK, USA, China, Russia, the global political elite system, such that in a small country like Zimbabwe, okay, a despot can run the country confidently, knowing that the United Nations is going to support him, the US military is going to support him, the British military, the Chinese military. He is exposing all of them. Because if he is not, then surely between the Chinese military and the US military, somebody must see that there's something wrong in Zimbabwe and they must think of backing up the Zimbabweans. But how come there isn't? How come the US military doesn't care about suffering Zimbabweans, or British military, or the Chinese, or the Russians, or the South Africans? How come no one cares? If anybody more powerful than it in this world, how come all of them are just relaxed? Because Itim Nangakwa knows something that you Zimbabweans do not know. That he has already closed that loophole or that door of salvation coming for the Zimbabweans from all those international entities. He actually is not only exposing himself, but is exposing the diabolic nature of global politics. We are not led, even on a global scale, we are not led, my people. On a global scale, the ones who have got all the power, the dominion, which is the US military, is to blame here. Because how can you call yourself a global superpower who gives countries legitimacy and protects the sovereignty of nations when you know that your guy, Item Nangagwa, who is in power, is oppressing 20 million citizens in that country and you do nothing about it? And you're the global superpower. If I'm good, I'll be thinking of changing you and getting someone else who will love my people. So the confidence of Mnangagwa shows us that he is confident that even Washington cannot do anything about it. He is confident that the Pentagon, as great as it is, King Charles, as great as he is, Xi Jinping and Vladimir Putin. So I'm listing these global leaders. He knows that they've got nothing on him. They won't touch him. He knows what he gives them that makes them keep quiet for 20 million Zimbabweans will be suffering year in, year out. So that that is a key takeaway from the president's statement today. We are not led, we are alone. We are not led not on a national scale, but even on an international scale. We are not led. The so-called international community has let us down as Zimbabweans. We are on our own. We need to figure out a way on our own. Forget the international community. Forget United Nations. It's a toothless dog. Forget the United Kingdom. They are busy looting together with ZANU-PF. In fact, we know of some ZANU-PF people that are globe-trotting from Harare to London all the time, transferring monies to the London financial system. So do you think that the city of London, okay, that group of bankers in London who are rich, do you think they want that milking of Zimbabwe to stop? because they're milking together with it and these friends. Do you think they want that to stop? No, they don't. Do you think Wall Street, in their bubble, their inflated Dow Jones bubble, do you think that they wanted the influence of illicit financing from third world poor African countries? Do you think that they want that cash cow to stop flowing into their over bloated stock market? They don't want that to stop. So we are on our own. Okay, so the global leaders leave Nanga. Okay, you know, Robert Mugabe did what he did. He did Nangaka did what he did, and the whole world was watching. I'm now going up further and putting the blame on the global leaders, on Washington, on Buckingham Palace, on the CCP and the Kremlin, for they have been watching all of this happening in Zimbabwe, and they've been silent and aiding to what it is doing. And it, the snake, has come out and said, Ndini Mafia, I know everything that is going on. None of you can stop me. How does it know what people are planning? Except if he has hacked those people. How would you know what other people are planning? Unless if perhaps the US government helps, perhaps the FBI or the CIA helps you. Perhaps they hack our phones and know what we're doing. Perhaps it depends on that. In other way, I mean, in other ways, how would you know? Because he's really exposing the global leaders. Because the global leaders should know what to do to set people free. To set people who do not have a military intelligence. These are just 20 million Zimbabweans who have got no guns, no weapons, who have got no natural inclination to violence. I mean, as Zimbabweans, we have demonstrated over 40 years that we do not have a natural inclination to be violent. We are not jihadists. We have been patient in this operation for over 43 years. And the US military, and the British military, and the Chinese military, and the Russian military. These are the militaries that are bigger than the Zimbabwean military. These are the militaries that enable the oppressive military regime in Zimbabwe. And they have done nothing about it for 43 years. Okay, we have been peaceful. It means now the ball is on their court. And if they don't do anything, don't ask me what we are going to do. Why must I tell you what we are going to do? Because if we are going to do something, we mustn't tell you because clearly, we are all alone. For if the Lord does not come to save us, I do not know what is going to happen to us. Because clearly the president just came out and told the people that, you know what, none of you can do anything about it. I've got everything sorted. The FBI is my friend, the CIA is my friend, Wall Street is eating your money. All those billions of Zimbabweans, what do you think they are? They are in the goddamn Dow Jones Industrial Average, in the Magnificent Seven. That is Zimbabwean stolen money right there. Before you go any further, why do you think that those billionaire hedge funds will want us to be free? No, obviously not. And it knows it and it capitalizes on it. It is their fault. It is New York's fault. It is Washington's fault. Okay. They need to have a blame allocated to them as well. We can allocate blames, I mean, on varying levels of blame allocation to different entities. Do not forget Wall Street, the Wall Street bankers who are taking stolen funds from Zimbabwe. If the FBI is worth its salt, it should be investigating these international illicit financial flaws and prosecute Idim Nangagwa, his wife and children, and the members of his regime who who have illicitly moved funds, stolen funds from the Zimbabwean government. And I know that the CIA and the FBI, they know that. I know that they have got agents and intelligence to check that and know exactly where the money is. They know very well. But for 43 years, they've been quiet, which means that they are complicit Oh yes, I said it. If you are FBI and you are CIA, my name is Ngobani Zonde, and I'm telling you that you are complicit for keeping the information to yourselves and using that information as a bargaining chip to extract what you want from Idim Nangagwa instead of actually extracting salvation from my people. My people are suffering because you in the FBI have got enough evidence to put the president behind bars, but you would rather use that evidence to elicit some kind of favors, personal favors from Idim Nangago at the expense of everyone else. And I will not tell you what my God or me I'm going to do about it. Why must I tell you? We must get angry, Zimbabweans. We must get angry at what these people are doing to us. Your president has told you clearly that there's nothing you can do about it. He knows he orchestrated, he built the security system. That guy doesn't seem intelligent enough to build a robust security system unless he's got help from the outsiders. Foreign entities are helping him to run the show of keeping us oppressed. Okay, if you're going to be free and free indeed, we need to know the truth and the real truth and nothing but the truth and get to the bottom of the truth so that salvation will be real and long lasting. All this opposition, pretend opposition, is just plan of intelligence and counterintelligence so that you'll be bazumbled and not know where you're going. So that's what I'm saying. What we're going to do, I will not tell you. And if and we mustn't tell anyone because Mnangagwa will know. That's what he says. If he will know, then it means that he has hacked my life. If he knows, then it means that he, because how would you know what I'm thinking? How can he say that whatever you plan you will know? Meaning that if I think of something, he will already know. Who has hacked my mind except a demonic spirit? Is he telling us that he has got demons on his side that go around hacking our minds and know what we're doing and discourage us? I know that for a fact is true, but I don't want to go that demonic route today. But I know that is true. Part of the system, diabolic system of Satan, is to actually infiltrate the mind of the people. The people that are planning against, that are planning to free the country, you find that they get mentally disturbed after some time. And they're wondering how that attack happens. It happens because the spirits know who is a threat and they attack that person. So it's a spiritual warfare. I know that in the spirit we're defeating their spirits. I know that for sure. Therefore, it's only a matter of time for the evidence to be manifest in the physical. Have a great fighting day. May God keeps us alive to live and fight another day. Always Jehovah.